that you would be able to build stage 2 if you're a betting man?
Well, I think it just takes a lot of patience and planning and presentation, and if they can build them if Randy King can build one over at Planks Point, I don't know why we can't build one here in Bigskill. So, particularly, I own a 4 acres on the hill. So it's not a question of me having to, go get permission. I need permission, but I've owned that land for 22, 23 years already, and paid taxes on it.
Better make some money off it before the floods come.
Get a rendering from the riverfront green. I know that when you're standing in the riverfront green and looking over there, you really have a beautiful view of the mountain and the outcrop. And it does appear here that you can still see quite a bit of that. But from the riverfront green, you get a very, very different perspective.
But I've already had that perspective in 2 situations. One from Riverfront Green, you hardly see the building that it sits there now, and you have to really look for it to find it. So, in terms of this perspective, this is one of the widest parts of the river, if not the widest. When you're out in the channel, you would hardly see this building. It really wouldn't upset the shoreline looking from a boat or from being out in the river. And from Riverfront Green, I don't think it would make much of a distraction there. I think you have to really look for it. It just is offset enough so that I don't think that would be a problem. But again, that's a site plan review, and I would like to think about just doing step 1, which is a zoning change. Step 2 would be going for the planning board, and each one of those processes needs public hearing. So I would be drilled and posted both ways, and I've been through that process already. I've invested here in Peekskill since 1980, and a considerable amount. So, like Jack Burns, who sat on the planning board in 1980, says, "Philly, you're a dreamer, but my dreams, I've never defaulted on a dream. Now, have I built a high-rise building? No. Could I get the talent to do that? Absolutely."
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. You're just looking for permission to proceed with your planning process, and anybody that may plan to invest $50 million into this town, not my fault, even though we're not voting.
Well, I think the best way to do this is, Anthony, if we could have, we could outline exactly what would be required of us. It's just an amendment of the LWRP. If we could outline it and bring it through a work session, then we know, then the council would know specifically what they're voting on, and we can talk about it to see if we want to go that far for this project or something lower in height, or we have the concrete specifics as to what exactly we, as the legislative body, would have to do to make this project happen, and then we can discuss it and decide what, if anything, the council is willing to do.
It really requires 2 votes. One is a vote of confidence is what I'm looking for. Secondly, it would be a formal situation. When I produce the plan and we have a public hearing, and then it becomes a very serious vote. But I would like to, I'm willing and able to do that on the basis of guys acquiescing now and say, we think that this is worthy. And if you think that it's worthy, so do I, and I'll proceed. So,
I don't think we should discuss that.
you don't have to vote right now. I mean, I've been here 25 years, so.
And I would like also to...
Hello, and thank you for your interest in First Restoration Service. Our company is locally owned and operated.
To just rezone this spot. What we're talking about is making a zoning